Yeah, laughter strengthens
In
your immune system, boosts your mood, diminishes your pain, and protects you from the damaging effects of stress. Nothing works faster or more dependably to bring your body and mind into balance than a good laugh. Welcome to the program, Motivational Monday Live. And today we are having two guests already in the studio. Laffordain, all the way from Sudan, Nigeria, and then Dee Riser, all the way from the USA. So we are going to begin with Laffordain. Laffordain is a comedian, and he has been in several shows with somebody that is known all over the country. So, Laffordain, you are welcome to the program. Yes,
get you.
Laffordain, go ahead. Laffordain, can you hear me?
I can't get you. I can't get you.
Yeah, yeah. So go ahead. You are welcome to the program. Kindly introduce yourself and tell us a little about you. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if he's not getting me very well. G Riser, you are welcome to the program.
Laffordain.
Can you go ahead and see if you can talk to us?
I think he can hear you now, Lafferton.
Okay. G Riser is a business
The network is
consultant and
frustrating.
a motivational speaker. So I just want him to introduce himself. The program today is about laughter, the secret cure. Welcome,
Okay,
D.
great.
Right.
Well, thank you for having me on your show. And like you say, I'm a author over here in the United States. I'm from South Carolina, born and raised. I believe that laughter is important inside of every situation. Inside the book that I wrote, it's about stressful situations that you go through on the inside of your life. And there's one chapter on the inside of it that talks about replacement. And a lot of people don't replace the stressful situations they go through with laughter, which can make just about any situation a little bit better. So if we don't put laughter on the inside of our life, we can often stress ourselves out for nothing.
Wow, D. Riser, that's very powerful. You said you just made a very strong statement there that we can put away the stressful situations that we are facing. We can use laughter to replace the stressful situation. And when you don't replace those stressful situations, that's what leads to depression, leads to sickness, leads to a lot of things. And so,
Exactly.
laugh for them. Can you hear us and communicate now? D Riser, while we are waiting for lab for days, that's most of the challenge that we face in
No,
Africa.
the
In
network
Nigeria,
is
sometimes our network, you can't understand
trying
it.
to
It's
frustrate.
so
Can you hear me?
funny. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, can you get me?
Yes, I can. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. All right. My name is Laf. discover they came from, because I get to understand that they don't have to what they don't so laugh. We have madman laugh, we have them normal human being laugh, even people that cry also laugh. So I get to understand that laugh has been on that said that laugh for a reason. There's reason you should laugh. If there's no reason, it's a natural thing.
Mm. Yes, 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 yes. Laffordain, we heard you. Though not everything, it was going off and coming, but we were able to hear you. And you said that laughter is a natural thing. So it's something that you don't have to buy from the market. It's something that you don't have to pay for. It's something that it's natural and it's a healer, So that's a very powerful one. So I want you to tell us, Laffordain, if you can, if the network permits you, I want you to tell us some experience that you've had in your comedy business or your comedy show. What
Okay.
are some of the experience you've had? Dee Riser, can you be able to tell us how has laughter helped you?
Oh man, laughter in my life assists me in a number of different ways. I mean, sometimes I have to sit back and we go through stressful situations in life, and I have to convert some situations and tell people, hey, laugh at my pain.
I get to understand that not
I think Laffordain came back for just a moment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Even situations like this, we go through situations in life to where we have to learn to laugh about the small occurrences that actually happen. And when you laugh at it and you sit back, you don't stress about it. Everyone still enjoys themselves, and you're able to work through the issues a lot better. I know inside of my life, the majority of the time, if something goes wrong or if I'm feeling down, I'll turn on a TikTok video and get about 15 seconds to 3 minutes of laughter from someone else's videos and content, because it helps me get through my day. And a lot of people don't take that time. We take a break in between our work schedule and we think about the stressful day, or we think about our stressful life. And instead of using laughter to boost us up for that moment that directs our day differently, we allow ourselves to sit back and to stay inside of our stress. And instead of stressing, find something that you enjoy and that makes you laugh, because it breaks the ice of the bad parts of your life a lot of the time.
Wow. I learned something from what Dee Riser just said there, that we shouldn't sit back in our stress. When you are in stress, when you are in pain, when you are troubled, when you are disturbed, don't just sit down there and wallow in that pain. No, you've got to change your mood. And the way you can change your mood is through laughter. And see, Dee Riser, you are such a wonderful person, because everything that you say, there is something impactful in everything that you say. Dee Riser just gave us a solution right now. He just gave us a secret, and that secret is in TikTok. And I've never taken note of that, but from what he has said, it's something that I always watch TikTok videos, and I remember that every time I watch those videos, sometimes I have to play it again 10 times. I have to play it again 20 times. Why? Because it's so interesting. It just makes me laugh, and it's even if it's a dance in TikTok, most of the dance are funny dance. They are
Oh yeah.
dancing that make you laugh. They are dance that excites you, stuff like that. So instead of wallowing in your pain or in your stress, just look for a TikTok video online and play it for just 30 seconds. Sometimes it's 30 seconds, it's usually very short, or 1 minute. You just play
Mm.
it, and that thing is going to help your mood. That thing is going to refresh you, and it's going to help you to get back again your mental stability and all of that. I don't know if Laffordain is able to connect with us now. Can you talk to us now?
He's still there, but I think it's buffering just a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
You know, while we wait for him to connect, I'll add this one part. I think everyone needs to figure out what do you have on the inside of your life that makes you laugh every single day. We often wait until something's wrong, but every day is a day to where you can enjoy it. So don't just wait until you go through something painful or a stressful situation. Every day, figure out what makes you laugh, what makes you happy. It might be a YouTube video, it might be a
Okay, I can.
Facebook skit, it might be one of your family members. I have a daughter. She's 3, and you can only imagine the crazy things that she does. It just makes me smile and laugh throughout my day. In the morning when I wake up, I often wake up because she'll come hop in the bed and fall asleep, but she tosses and turns, and I'll wake up with a foot on my head, and I just wake
All
up
right.
shaking my
Anyway,
head. And then when I move it, she'll put it back and say, "Dad, no, that's my foot's place." And I was like, "Oh my God." You know, you wake up and you enjoy your day because you have small moments like that. And too many people sit back and we wait for something to happen that makes us smile when we can always get up and find something that makes us smile every single day.
Wow, dear Riser, that is so powerful. That's so amazing. I love that so much. You see, and one thing I think I can bring out of that, dear Riser, is that many people they have small things or wonderful things around them that can make them smile, but they don't make use of it. You just gave an example of your daughter. Many people they have children at home, but they don't allow those children to. They don't enjoy those children. They don't allow those children to make them to laugh or enjoy themselves. Anytime they are with those children, it's always, "Hey, what about your book? Hey, what did you do today?" It's always a kind of action time or lecture time or whatever. But friend, your home is your home.
Oh
So
yeah.
even if it's your wife that's somebody that can make you laugh or does things that make you laugh, you should enjoy some moments. Just
Oh,
enjoy some moments. It's just like what somebody said some time ago, that instead of taking a flight when he's traveling to a place that is not too far or within the country, instead of taking a flight, he will just decide to travel on the road. As he's traveling on the road, he enjoys the views by the skies. Some of those views you couldn't enjoy them when you are in the plane. So the point is try to enjoy the moment. Many people allow the beautiful moments around them to pass by and they don't enjoy it. They don't benefit it. Why? Because they are wallowing in their stress. You are in the home, but you are disturbed about the issues of your workplace. When you live like that, you will be having sicknesses and issues in your life, and it will not be fine. So I think what Dee Riser just said is so wonderful. We can learn from it and make good use of it. Yeah, Dee Riser, over to you.
Is Laughington there? I think he's trying to connect still.
Yes, he is trying to connect.
I know this is the advice that I'm going to give for the day, especially with Laughington, because I know he's sitting back laughing at his internet connection right now, the way it interfere with your life sometimes. Choose what makes you laugh every day. Like we're in control of our laughter. And I don't think people realize that. We get up and sometimes we go to work and we work for a job, and you think I got to sit here inside of this job and just focus on what they want me to focus on. But you actually control what makes you smile and what makes you laugh. And in every situation, we're controlling it, but we're giving away that control to somebody else. We can enjoy our day and enjoy our life no matter what we're going through if we decide to simply keep control of what makes me happy, keep control of what makes me laugh. I've been sitting in places sometimes, and have you ever seen somebody just randomly start busting out laughing and you have no idea what's going on because everything was quiet before that moment? In those moments, it shows you people control their laughter no matter what's going on in your life and no matter what's going on around you. And with those individuals, it can be a thought or a memory. We're always in control of what drives our day. And I think Steve Harvey said it best. He said, every day you wake up, you have that person that is going to drive you towards the positive side of your life, or you're going to wake up and give control to the foreman that goes towards the negative side of your life. Give control to the positive one that makes you smile and laugh in just about every moment. And though we'll slip and fall and probably get into some situations to where we don't feel like laughing and smiling, we always have the time to let that die away and then jump right back into what makes me enjoy my life and laugh in every moment that I can. Because at the end of my life, I want a lot of moments that I can just smile about, from the moments with my children to the people that I enjoy, to the different situations that I see on places like TikTok or Facebook or TV. I always want to load it up with a lot of laughter and a lot of joy instead of a lot of stress and a lot of pain. And I think that's most important to remember, because the world is going through COVID still. And I know a lot of people are going crazy, but it's because you're not focused on what you can still enjoy, even in between, even in between moments that you can't do a lot that you want to do still. So just choose
Wow.
laughter, choose to be happy, and choose to find what makes you smile more than what makes you depressed.
Hmm. Choose what makes you smile more than what makes you depressed. Dee Riser, that leads me to a question that I said I was going to ask you, because depression is a major issue in the US. And even over here in Africa, depression is gradually affecting a lot of people. And some time ago, I was speaking on a TV station in Kenya, and they were asking me about depression. And I told them, because in that in several parts of Africa at the moment, there's a lot of suicide. People are committing suicide. Even young people are dying from suicide. They just decide to kill themselves because of one thing or the other. And is most times suicide is caused by depression. Depression leads to suicide. So, what do you have to say to those that are suffering from depression?
I would say set your own standards in life. Especially over here in the US, everyone's competing. Everyone wants to be famous. Everyone wants to be rich. Everyone wants to be in control, but they set the bar of their life based on someone else's decisions. And when you
Hey,
set the bar in your life based on your own decisions, you are in control of what stresses you out and what depresses you. And by doing so, you end up less depressed because you're setting goals that you can achieve instead of goals that are unachievable by someone else. And we can use work depression for an example. Work depression, they got you set for goals that are just barely reachable, and it stresses you out because your livelihood depends on it, to where you can set your own goal and achieve your own goals to where it won't stress you out as much. That way, when you come home, you're not thinking about everything that you failed at. You're thinking about all the goals that you set for yourself that you hit. Especially inside of relationships, a lot of people get stressed out inside of relationships because it seems that we've learned to be in competition with each other instead of learning how to work with each other and love each other. So it depresses you because I'm always having to achieve satisfying some unachievable goal. I don't make enough money, or I'm not around enough, yet I have to work, or there's not enough things for us to enjoy. And every single thing that I'm mentioning, most people are thinking about what someone else's goals are versus what can I do on the inside of my life. Normally, I see people get stressed out and talk about suicide because of something someone else wants. instead of something that they want on the inside of their life. So if you focus on more, what are your goals? What makes you happy? What keeps you set inside of life moving forward? More than what did someone else say to you or what did someone else say about you that's limiting you. Now, there's a difference between someone saying the truth about you and trying to motivate you to do better, and somebody just saying something about you that's unrealistic that brings you down. So over here in the US, and I think worldwide, if we focus on setting our own standard, if their bar is here, you put your bar where you want your bar at. And at that point in time, as long as you're always achieving your goals and you're always focused on what you want for your life and your future, you'll be less stressed out. And then in those moments to where someone starts to get to you, you have to remember you're in control of your life. So again, decide to find something that makes you laugh and makes you happy instead of sitting inside of the depressing moments or the depressful thoughts that someone else pushed out on you. There are things in your life that you may need to correct. Correct those things and find happiness every single time. That way, we'll be less depressed and we'll be less focused on all of these additional factors inside of life or society that makes us think I need to be something different than what God really wants me to be inside of my life.
Wow, wow, wow. Dee Riser, that is so powerful. I can't really express enough how that has really blessed me. Hearing that from you, you said we should focus on setting our own standards for ourselves. So we shouldn't really live our life based on the standard of other people. You don't have to live your life based on the standard of your family members, your friends, your colleagues, or your co-workers or whatever. No, focus on your own standard. Do what makes you happy. Go for what you want, not what others want. And by that, you will not have to stress yourself out. You will not have to live a life of competition. There's so much competition, my brother, in politics, even in the churches, even among pastors. There's so much competition. Among students, there's so much competition. And these competitions are unhealthy. These competitions make us to be jealous of each other, to hate each other, to despise each other, to criticize each other. But enough of competition. It's time for us to see, ourselves for who God has created us to be and enjoy our lives. Enjoy. I believe that you are the best. Wherever you are at the moment, whatever you are doing, you believe that you are the best. So you've got to enjoy your life. You've got to focus on what you want and go for it. And enjoy your time on earth. Don't waste your time on earth competing with people to take you anywhere. I think that's a very powerful one. Thank you so much. Laffordain, is it possible for you to talk to us? The same situation. Yes, yes.
All right,
Oh,
let me just say something.
yes, I can hear you.
All right, okay, all right. Initially I was talking about laughter. I get to, there are some certain issues that sometimes when I begin to try to make people laugh and audience, I get to understand that some people them, they won't laugh at that moment. They won't that they will not reframes and flashback what I said at the event. They need to laugh. I get to understand that moment. But when they got home, they begin to recognize, okay, they flash at the event, then they begin to laugh. That's everybody. You are going to make laugh. They're going to laugh at your jokes at the event because kind of depression. So if you say it's going to make, you are going to force people, is going to laugh at that moment. But there are few people, but at that moment, hope you got it.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you so much, Laffordain. Thank you so much. So, I want you to feel free because we have a large audience that's watching us from within Nigeria, okay, within Nigeria and Africa. So, I want you to feel free. It's not a must that you must speak English, okay? You can even flow anyhow you want to
Okay.
flow. So, tell us something. In this Buhari country, Buhari government, so how you dey cope?
I didn't get that.
Okay, I say in this Buhari government, you know the way the Buhari government tough, you know. So what's your message to your fans, to Nigerians out there, to Africans out there? What's your message
Can
to
you say it
them?
again?
Yeah.
You know, you know, we are facing people are not really smiling. Even get to an event is hardly making people to everything just the increase. You get to say there's this joke that as he got there, that he want to kill himself. So as he got there, he asked the man that is selling the rope. He said, "How much is?" The man told him that okay, this rope is 75,000. What the man was surprised, just a rope to him. I said, "No, I'm not going to kill myself again. Rather keep no." Everything is expensive. No, 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 I'm not buying again. You know, right now that even rat, rat poison, even rat poison, cockroach is expensive. A man went to a market to buy rat poison. Man said the rat poison is 25,000 naira. Man, so the situation right now that is to laugh. Why? Because that's to feel happy, but happy. You know, you are not going to bring that energy of laugh. So people are hungry. There is even dog, animal, cockroach, mosquito in my area that complaining about the situation of. So it's people are not smiling. Hope you got that.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I got that. Thank you so much, Laffordain. I want to ask you, Dee Riser, what's your message to Africans in a time like this?
You know, all throughout the world, everyone is facing something different.
Mm,
Something different as far as a painful situation. It can be stress inside of your family for some people. It can be not enough food inside of a certain area. It can be no jobs available. And all we can do inside of a life is to understand that there's still opportunity for us to grow from where we are. Because the minute we settle for just, hey, I'm in this situation and there's nothing I can do, we lose sight of hope of the things that we actually still can do. I like to say with the word can't, remove the apostrophe T. Let's not focus on what we can't do or what we don't have, Let's focus on what we can do and what we do have and enjoy those moments, because a lot of times we're setting the standard of what society wants us to have, and that's going to make me happy versus what do I have around me right now that's going to make me happy right now. When we go back all the way to our ancestors were building the nations that we have right now, they only had the nature and nothing else but each other. In those moments, they found happiness. And in those moments to where they found happiness and decided what they needed to still do and what they could still do is how we built everything around us right now. What we often do is let the wrong people get control of that. And inside of places like Nigeria and other places on the inside of the world, if we take control over the things that we can control, our lives end up being better. And we start looking at life from a different perspective. Not what someone's stopping me from doing, but what can I still do to make things better? And in those situations, what you'll realize is I'm no longer following them, I'm making them follow me. So if I'm walking towards something and changing the area around me because I can make it better, they look at me and they're inspired because they figured out what I'm doing and they join into it. If there's a lack
Wow.
of food, let me figure out how I can build a garden. If there's a lack of water, let me figure out how I can find the water. If there's a lack of laughter, that's what Laffordain does. Let me show you how to laugh on the inside of these situations. And as long
Wow.
as you're being the example and living the example, people walk towards what you do and what you believe in, which changes everything else around you instead of settling for what everyone else shows you or that you think you're on the inside of no choice to do anything different.
Thank you so much, Dee Riser. Thank you so much. Laffordain, I hope the network is clear now. Over to you. Tell us, waiting day, before we wrap up the show. Oh my God, the network is something else. Yeah. Now, Laffordain is very good. It's a very
Right. The network, the network is not my. The network is not doing me good. It's not my. I didn't get you.
We're
I
not
didn't
going to
get
let
you.
the network get the last laugh.
I didn't get you.
okay. You didn't get me, Laffordain. You said you didn't get me. I was saying that you should. We're
Yeah.
about to wrap up the show. Before we wrap up the show, what do you have to tell us before we wrap up the show for today?
Martin now, as in Nigeria, laugh na wahala. Sometimes to laugh wahala. You get to a stage that, a dream. I travel out of my country, dream. So there are sometimes that I will just enter myself and travel out without visa. I can travel to anywhere. I can travel to you inside dream because what? But end of it, when I go back to my society, I discovered that in my society, but it's sometimes it's painful because sometimes I will travel and I travel to in my dream. The only thing I'm going to say right now that no matter all the situation, still laugh. If you don't have laugh, borrow laugh from someone. Hope you get that.
Yes, 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 yes. I got that, Laffordain. I'm not through with you. I'm still coming back to you. Dee Riser, you know, a last day, from what he just said now, he's like, he's always traveling in his dream. And that's why last night I called him. You know, Laffordain, you remember I called you last night. And when I called you last night, you now said to me that you were in the dreamland, that you were in the dreamland when I called you, that I made you to come back. So can you tell us a little of what was happening that last night? Hello, Laffordain.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So what was happening that last night? Anything for us? What do you see from that side? Tell us, just us more now.
Okay, you know, inside that dream, you know, I see a lot of people. I meet Obama, Obama. I met Bill Gates. I met W. Bush, Donald Trump. You know, we were drinking tea together. I was surprised that this is a good life now, without visa. I didn't stress myself to get there. You know, at the end of it, what paid me more? My sibling came to wake me from the land I've come to without visa. Now I almost beat him up because you know I'm already enjoying everywhere. You know, I meet what in US. I can meet
Wow. Thank you, Laffordain. Thank you guys so much. Dee Riser, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Just one last word before we wrap up the show.
Okay. Since the show's about laughter, what I'd like to say is that we forget we are the authors of our own life. Take your book and take your pen and write something that's happy, that's full of laughter, that's full of love and excitement. Because all too often we let someone else take our pen and write our story for us. But if we just take our pen back and we write the story that we want to live, then that story is full of laughter and love and excitement versus everything else that the world wants you to have, we'd be happier individuals. Because again, we're writing the story, we're setting the standards, we're setting the goals. And at that point in time, no matter what's around me, if I want it there, I write it in my story. If I don't want it there, I erase it out. So as long as you have control of your pen and your pencil, you have the ability to always find what makes you happy despite anything else that's going on around you. And I think Laffordain said that best a moment ago. You can take yourself into your own dream world and you can dream what you want to live. And that dream should include everything that makes you smile, happy, and love yourself. There's always three parts of you. You can always be the best of you, that includes the best things and the things that you love in life, the mediocre you, which settles for things, or the worst of you, which is often driven by other people on the inside of the world. Take your pen back and write an exciting story full of laughter and love instead of letting someone else write a horror story or a drama.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much, Dee Riser. That is so encouraging and truly inspiring. Laffordain, thank you so much for coming to be on the show. And I just want to tell you, Laffordain, that you are one of the best. And the sky, it's not even going to be your limit. By the grace of God, we are going to do more shows together. I really, really appreciate your coming. And even though the network disturbed you, but you were still able to say some things that I believe has truly encouraged us and motivated us. Thank you so much, Laffordain. Thank you so much, Dee Riser, all the way from the US. And thank you so much, my audience, for watching this program and for coming online to be with us. God bless you. Remember, laughter is a secret cure to every problem, to every sickness, to every ailment. Please have time to laugh every day. Just like Dee Riser has revealed to us. If you are looking for something to make you laugh, you don't need to look for. Just go to TikTok, download some TikTok videos, and you will get something to make you laugh. Till we come your way again, Monday motivational live show. Always come to be with us the same time. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye.